Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To you and through you, I'd like to introduce some guests who are seated in your gallery. Folks who've made a journey to be here today for an upcoming member statement that I'll have more to say about that in just a few minutes. But I'd like to introduce to the Assembly David, Janice, Vicki and Jim Crowell. David and Janice are residents of Saskatoon Eastview, Vicki and Jim in Saskatoon University. And while I'm limited in time in a member statement about how much I have to say about David's accomplishments, I'll use an introduction to say a little bit more. He is just an incredible, a legendary educator in our city in his school division, Saskatoon Public Schools. He was recognized in June by Public Schools of Saskatchewan at the public section meeting here in Regina, actually presented by the former Minister of Education to his students that he works with at Montgomery Elementary School, and the program that they run out of their school called the interStellar program. It's a STEM-related program, and what they do is they put together these learning kits that are distributed to schools all across our city. And these learning kits, I'm told, provide about 15 hours of high quality, high engagement, meaningful instructional and learning time for students. They just surpassed sending out over 500 kits that have impacted the learning of thousands and thousands of students in our city. I want to highlight one project in particular that took place on Halloween of this year. David orchestrated the whole thing, and it was a dry ice program in which they assembled everything that they could ahead of time, but then the day of, they had assembly lines of people putting together all of the bags and all of the supplies that went out to hundreds of classrooms on the same day, so students across Saskatoon could do the same science experiment, experimenting and learning with hands-on learning with dry ice experiments on Halloween. Just incredible. And all of us should be asking the question, how does one person do it? This isn't the work of one person, it's the work of an entire family. So he enlists his family, his wife, his daughters, and his parents, who are also former and lifelong educators and teachers. And they work together. In fact, he jokes that his dad has received the Employee of the Month award several times, and his mother is waiting to get her first nod as Employee of the Month in this operation that he's running. Mr. Speaker, on David's social media, I see throughout the summer months, like many teachers do across our province, he spends his summer months preparing for that magic of learning that happens in our classrooms. In the wood shop, in the science lab, putting things together to impact learning in classrooms. He does this for the love of teaching and the love of learning, like so many of our amazing educators do in this province. And it gives me great joy to welcome David and his family here to their legislature, as all members of the Assembly, to join me in welcoming David, Janice, Vicki and Jim to their Legislative Assembly today.